just before we went on the air. That was a barn burner. Model ended up winning 30-25 and secured the victory there at the end of the game. So congratulations to Model's JV girls team for picking up a win over Murray County. And now we turn our attention to varsity basketball. We've got the Model Lady Devils going up against the Murray County Lady Indians. And really looking forward to this matchup. Model, the number 3 team in Region 7AA, facing the current number 1 team out of Region 7AA. And we'll break down their schedules and how things have gone so far this season as we move along throughout our pregame show. But just wanted to take the opportunity real quick to welcome you into the broadcast and let you know that we got high school hoops for you here on WLAQ over the course of the evening. So really looking forward to it. But again, Model Lady Devils coming up first against Murray County Lady Indians, and then we'll follow up with our nightcap. That's the Model Blue Devils and the Murray County Indians right here on WLAQ. Let's go ahead and step out for 2.5 minutes, 2.5 minutes down the line. Take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll dive into the matchup for our first game coming up here on High School Hoops Night, presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. Back in 2.5 minutes.
Most affordable bachelor's degree in Northwest Georgia is right here at Georgia Highlands College. High quality and career focused. That's what you can expect at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
Welcome back in, everybody, to Woodard Gymnasium Model Basketball Night, presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales for you here on WLAQ. Matt Davis with a play-by-play story of tonight's games. Model Lady Devils coming up against Murray County Lady Indians. That's our first game. Then, of course, we'll have the boys' game to follow. But let's break down the matchup for our first game. Model comes in 9-6 on the season, 4-2 in Region 7AA play, averaging about 50 points a game. They give up about 36, so playing outstanding defense. And we'll talk about the last few games as we move along throughout the game tonight. But Murray County comes in with a 12-4 record, 6-0 in Region 7AA play. They've won 3 games in a row, and as we mentioned, they have not lost any games in region play this season. Right now sit atop of course, Region 7AA standings above Fannin County, and then after that, Model, as we mentioned, they're number 3 right now in Region 7AA. So that gives you a little bit of background on the two teams as they come in. The last game for Model was on the road over at Darlington on Saturday. They would lead that game by 13 points in the third quarter, and then Darlington stormed back in late in the third and throughout the fourth quarter to win that game 34-33, and that ended a 3-game winning streak for the Model Lady Blue Devils. And so looking back to get back on the winning end of things coming up here tonight. The only good news about that game on Saturday is it was a non-region game, so it didn't matter towards the standings or playoff implications or anything of that nature. Just a learning experience that you hope that helps you grow as a team and move forward and all those sorts of things. But nonetheless, Model getting ready to take on Murray County coming up in just a little bit. We're going to take another break. This one will be a 1.5-minute break, and we will be back here in just moments to give you the starting lineups for the Model Lady Devils and the Murray County Lady Indians when we come back, and then it'll be go time inside of Woodard Gymnasium. Glad to have you with us. We're back in 1.5 minutes on WLAQ.
Affordable bachelor's degree in Northwest Georgia is right here at Georgia Highlands College. High quality and career focused. That's what you can expect at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
Well, welcome back in, folks, to Woodard Gymnasium, whether you're listening on WLAQ AM 1410, 96.9 FM, online at WLAQ1410.com, and streaming audio or watching the live stream that is produced by Northwest Georgia Media. However you're viewing or listening tonight, we appreciate you being with us. We look forward to bringing you what should be a great night of high school hoops here on WLAQ in the live stream presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. Both teams are getting lined up. We're going to have the national anthem coming up in just a few moments. Then we'll give you the starting lineups and get ready to go here inside Woodard Gymnasium. But again, you're looking at the number 3 team in the Model Lady Blue Devils in 7AA facing the current number 1 team and Murray County Lady Indians. These two teams did face each other earlier in the season. That would have been on December the 9th. It was a loss for Model at Murray County. 40-32 was the final score in that game. And so Model is looking to exact some revenge here coming up in this final regular season matchup between these two teams. And now we're going to get ready to rise and get ready for the national anthem. Then we'll give you the starting lineups. Then it'll be time for the ball game here inside Woodard Gymnasium on the campus of Model High School. So let's get you ready for the national anthem. And we're glad to have you with us tonight on WLAQ and the live stream. And tonight, the national anthem from the Johnson Elementary Chorus. was incredible. The Johnson Elementary School Choir singing the national anthem. And I got to tell you, a lot of the folks that we see on the national broadcast could take some notes from those young people on how that song is supposed to be presented to the audience, because that was absolutely beautiful and really grateful to have been here to witness that. Wonderfully done. Well, folks, it is time to give you the starting lineups, and then it's time for basketball inside Woodard Gymnasium. Going to have another electric atmosphere for some high school hoops tonight, as you always get when you are here. Let's start with the Maury County Lady Indians, and you're going to have number 5, Maddie Knuckles, who is in the starting lineup for them tonight. Number 12, Callan Ledford. Number 21, Bailey Winkler. Number 23, Ella Dotson. And number 33, Kristen Hickson. And that's your starting 5 for the Maury County Lady Indians. And now we'll give you the Model Lady Blue Devils and get you ready to go here inside Woodard Gymnasium. Of course, the head coach is Sally Eccles. We'll start with number 14, Rachel Burkhalter. Number 20, Morgan Wood. Number 23, Eva Pointer. Number 24, Javia Samples. And number 30, Sadie Rotten. And that is going to be your starting 5 for the Model Lady Blue Devils. And it's just about go time again inside Woodard Gymnasium tonight, as the fans are ready to rock and roll inside the gym tonight. 2 games for the price of 1, as we always tell you here on the broadcast. Absolutely free. We got girls varsity followed by boys varsity coming up in just a little bit. And this should be a great matchup. Really looking forward to it tonight. Both matchups for that matter. But got 2 players in the circle. Maddie Knuckles for Maury County. For Model, it's going to be Eva Pointer, and we're just about ready to have the start of the ball game. Here we go, folks. The tip is going to go to Model. Samples is going to bring it out, and that is how Model will start things off on offense. They work it off to the left side. Glad to have you with us tonight on the live stream and on the radio. Lose the handle on the other side. It rolls over to the Maury County bench, so Model's going to turn the ball over on the first possession of the basketball game. Head coach for Maury County is Chris Tipton. Maury County goes the other way with the basketball. They work it off the left side, now to the top of the key. Moving quickly, they go into the paint. Underhand shot off the glass and through. That's going to be Ledford picking up the first bucket of the basketball game. And Maury County has opened up a 2-0 run to start this basketball game. Model almost has it stolen. A whistle is blown. We'll get ready for Maury, or Model rather, to inbound the basketball here in just a couple of moments in front of their own bench. Just underway inside Woodard Gymnasium. They'll toss it in the backcourt. A little bit of pressure here from Maury County. Model's able to work around it. Pass inside of the freshman, Eva Pointer. They try to bounce it down to Rachel Burkhalter. Sails behind her, but Morgan Wood recovers. Shot off the glass. Won't go through for Pointer. Rebound's going to be taken by Maury County. Cross-court pass down underneath. Ball's deflected. Rolling out of bounds. It goes off the knee of Sadie Rotten, so it's going to be with, well, actually it was out on Maury County, so it's going to be with Model. Rachel Burkhalter set to inbound the ball, gets it to Morgan Wood. Now back to Burkhalter. Pressure here from Maury County. Samples back over to Burkhalter. She'll dribble, now pass it to Rotten, who passes it over to Morgan Wood, who's on the left wing. She'll dribble back towards the top of the key, fires left, open 3 for Burkhalter. That one's a little bit too strong. Here's Pointer with the follow-up. Can't get the shot to the rim, but gets fouled. And Pointer is going to go to the free throw line with the first free throw shots of this basketball game. 6:44 left to go here in the opening quarter. Maury 2, Model 0. Pointer at the charity stripe with 2 free throws forthcoming. First shot is in the air. That one's off the back of the iron. She'll get ready for her second free throw of the game. So the score remains 2-0 in favor of the Lady Indians. Eva Pointer at the free throw line with her second free throw shot in the air. That one bangs hard off the back of the rim. Rebound's going to be taken by Maury. They are going to float it down the right wing side as they cross center court. Now back up top. They work it to the left wing, driving the low block. Shots in the air. Little runner is going to be good, and making the shot was number 33, Kirsten Hickson. Model tries to work around the press. Now they get it to Rotten on the right wing. They try to bounce it into Pointer, but the pass is picked off. Murray's going to bring it back the other way with a 4-0 run to start the first quarter of the ball game. Maury County with it. They pick it up at the free throw line. Bounce pass underneath, and an easy look and made basket. Trying to pick up the number of the shooter. It was number 21, Bailey Winkler, with her first bucket of the game. Cross-court pass. Now they get it over to Burkhalter. She dribbles towards the left block, low block, and then tried to pass it to a teammate. Ball got away from her. Murray County's got it. Now they go the other end. Cross-court pass. Can't catch up with it. Goes out of bounds. It's coming back to Model. So a 6-0 run to start the game here for Murray County. 5:47 left to go in the first quarter. Coach Eccles is going to call a timeout. We're going to do the same thing. Glad you're with us tonight on WLAQ and the live video stream. We're back in 30 seconds. Model brings it up the floor, trailing 6-0 to Murray County. Team they faced once before this season and dropped an 8-point loss in that particular game. So trying to get some revenge, and it's off to kind of a rough start here in the first couple of minutes of the game, trying to get dialed in. Rachel Burkhalter's got it to the top of the key, feeds it off to the right wing to Samples underneath the pointer, up and won't go through. Rebound's going to go to Murray County, a one-and-done trip here for the Blue Devils, as Murray County gets the defensive board after one shot from Model. Now Murray County will set up their half-court offense. They pass it off to the right wing side. Now they'll feed it underneath. Shots off the glass and through for Winkler. Picks up her second bucket of the game, and it's an 8-0 run to start the game here for Murray. Model brings it up the floor. No pressure this time from Murray County. Samples has got it on the right wing. Dribbles into the paint. Little runner. That one's going to go in and out. Put back is going to fall for Sadie Rotten. That's the first bucket of the game here for Model, and that stops the run at 8-0. It's 8-2. Murray County leads it by 6. We got 4:38 left first quarter. Across the timeline they go. Indians with the basketball. They get it into the hands of Ledford. Now underneath. Shot is up. Missed off the side of the rim. Here's the putback. It won't go, but the contact is drawn by the shooter, Ella Dotson, so we're going to see her from the free throw line. And earlier I'd given Hickson credit for a shot, but I believe it was Dotson. So she's got 2 points in the game and is going to the free throw line with a couple of shots forthcoming. First shot on the way, and that one's through. She's ready for a second shot. It's 9-2, 7-point lead here for Murray County here early in this basketball game. August Betts checks into the game here for Model Lady Blue Devils. One more shot on the way, and that one's going to go through as well. So it's 10-2. Model's going to bring it back the other side of the floor across the center court stripe as Burkhalter dribbles right. Now back on to Samples. She's up at the top of the key. Back to Burkhalter. Back to Samples on the left wing, deep into the corner to Rotten. They try to fire it across, but nobody's there, and it sails out of bounds, and it's coming back to Murray County. So Murray County with an 8-point lead is getting the ball back. They get ready to trigger motion. They are wearing their black uniforms with green numbers and letters with white trim, and I got to tell you, their numbers, the way they're angled and the outline, the way it is, I can't read them. And I feel like I've got pretty good vision for a 44-year-old man. That's going to be blocked. It is poked loose. As Nick out on the right wing side. Good defense on this possession here for Model. That one's a 3-point shot. Rattles out. Here comes Model back the other way after getting the rebound. Rachel Burkhalter to Rotten. Now to Burkhalter. Gets her feet set. Puts the shot up. It's a missed 3. Rebound goes to Murray County. They'll bring it back the other way. 3:35 left to go in the first quarter. Murray leads at 10-2. There is a lob underneath. Knocked away by Eva Pointer. And subs coming into the game. Briley Sims is going to check in here for Model. Checking into the game for the first time, I believe, for Murray County is going to be, well, actually, it's one of the original starters. Maddie Knuckles is going to check back into the game. Murray will inbound the basketball with the lead. They dribble towards the paint, put up a little floater. It's going to be missed. The rebound is going to be picked up by Model after a battle. Thought they were going to have a jump ball for a second. They kick it out to the right wing side. Rachel Burkhalter's got it. She dribbles up towards the free throw line, leaves it off for Sims. There's a 3-point shot. Karam's off the rim. Rebound's going to be taken by Murray County. They'll work it back the other way. Lowe's got it. She'll try to bounce it inside. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be nearly poked out of bounds by Model. Got their hands in there. Samples did, but it stays with Murray County. They turn, shoot, in and out, doesn't go. There's Betts for the rebound, gives it off to Sims. Sims across the center court stripe. She'll give it off to Rachel Burkhalter over on the far side. Now she'll lob it underneath the Betts, turns, puts it off the glass, scores, and draws the contact. So August Betts with her first bucket of the game. And now she's going to the line with an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. So August Betts at the charity stripe. She'll get ready for a free throw with 2:40 left to go here in the first quarter of the game. Sub coming into the game here for Murray County. That's going to be Kara Lowe. And Betts at the free throw line trying to convert a three-point play with Model trailing 10-4. Shots on the way. That one's off the side of the rim. It won't go. But it looks like Betts is going to get another opportunity. Lane violation. So Betts stands up there getting ready for another free throw as another sub comes into the game for Murray County. That's going to be number 22, Skylar Mahoney, checks into the game. So Betts standing at the charity stripe, getting set for this free throw attempt, which will convert a three-point play. The shot's in the air. That one's off the back of the rim, won't go. Rebound's taken by Murray, and they're going to bring it back the other side of the floor, working left to right on your radio dial. They'll stop between the circles. Now dribbles off towards the left side. Bounce pass out around the perimeter. They fire it right. Open three-point look, and that's going to be left short. I think it barely caught the front of the rim. It's going to be forced out of bounds by Model, so it's going to stay in possession of Murray County with 2:23 left, first quarter. They survey the floor, bounce it in off the inbound pass. Shot's going to be blocked, but there was some contact underneath, and Sadie Rotten's going to be charged with a foul, and we're going to see free throw shots coming up here for Maddie Knuckles. So again, Knuckles with free throw shots coming up. First shot's on the way, bangs hard off the rim. Eva Pointer checks back into the game for Sadie Rotten. So on the floor right now for Model, you've got Rachel Burkhalter, Javia Samples, August Betts, Briley Sims, and Eva Pointer. Shots on the way, she'll make the second one. So Knuckles makes one of the pair, and Murray leads at 11-4. Model with it on the other ends. Sims up top to Burkhalter. Now they'll lob it underneath. Ball is going to be picked off. Get her hands in there and stealing it away is going to be Knuckles. She's across the center court stripe. There's a long-range three. That one's going to miss everything. But the ball stays with Murray County, and a whistle and a foul is going to be charged against the Lady Devils. So we're going to see more free throw shots. Lowe going to the stripe for the first time. The foul was charged on Eva Pointer. First shot's going to bang hard off the front of the rim. We'll get ready for the second free throw here from Kara Lowe. Lowe, a senior, playing tonight here for Murray County. Again, Murray's had a great season so far. That's going to carry them off the rim. Ball stays with Murray. They get it to the low block, trying to get it to the rim. They get fouled, and we're going to see more free throw shots here early in this game from Murray County. Going to the free throw line for the second time is Ella Dotson, where she is 2 of 2 from the stripe. So we've seen several trips already here in the first quarter to the stripe here for Murray County. She knocks another one down. That's 3 in a row for Dotson. She'll get ready for her fourth free throw attempt of the ball game with more subs coming into the game for Model. Morgan Wood checks in, as well as Tamaya Ragland. Another free throw coming up here from Dotson. That one is through as well. She's been nothing but net on all 4 free throw attempts in the game. Under 2 minutes to play now in the first quarter. Model is trailing 13-4 to Murray County. Ragland takes the pass, tries to bounce it into Eva Pointer. The ball was kicked by Maddie Knuckles, so it's going to stay with Model. They get ready to inbound underneath their own basket from the baseline. Briley Sims looks in, surveys the floor, looks for an open player. He's going to try to get it to Betts underneath. The ball is stolen away. Knuckles brings it back the other way for Murray County, jacks up a 3. That's going to miss everything, and it's going to be out of bounds. So it's coming back to Model. Player from Murray County would leap and try to save it, but could not do so. So Model's going to bring it up the floor. Morgan Wood's going to bring it across the center court stripe, dribbles left, gives it off to Ragland. Ragland dribbles back up top. Now Sims has it between the circles. free throw line. They give it to Pointer. Now back out to Wood. Model trying to get some ball movement to get some open looks to get this suffocating defense here from Murray County. Ragland's got it, tries to pass it inside. Ball's poked loose. Now Murray's got it. They go the other way and working quick. Block shot on the other end by Pointer. Ball is going to be poked loose by Murray County. They're going to have possession of the ball. There's a three-point shot. Bangs high off the rim. Chasing down the rebounds, Morgan Wood. She's going to come out with it, clear the lane, and head back the other way. She's across the center court stripe. She'll pick up her dribble, feeds it out to Sims. Sims drives towards the lane, puts it off the glass and through. Draws the foul. Got a three-point opportunity coming up. So Model trying to close the gap. Right now you got a 13-6 ball game, a 7-point deficit to overcome, and 51.9 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter. Sims at the line trying to convert a three-point play, and she does. Score moves to 13-7. Murray County set to bring it up the floor. They'll dribble it across the center court stripe, fire left. Now she'll make a move towards the low block, goes baseline, ball's stolen away. August Betts came out with it. Briley Sims now with it across the timeline. Now she'll leave it out for Morgan Wood, as who's at the top of the key. She'll back up between the circles and set up the half-court offense. Cutting towards the basket was Ragland, takes the pass. She'll feed it back out to Sims. She'll pop it over to Wood. Now she'll dribble back out around the perimeter and give it back to Sims. Now they try to get it inside to Betts. They do. She'll kick it back out to Wood. Ball is knocked loose. Murray County comes out with it. It's a foot race. They'll get it underneath. Shots off the glass. Too strong, but the rebound goes to Murray, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow this time is pointing in Murray County's direction, so they'll get ready to inbound the ball underneath their own basket, leading this one 13-7 with 5.3 seconds left here in the first quarter. They'll inbound the ball, now work it back up top in the hands of number 33, Hickson. And time expires. They don't get a shot off before the buzzer, and that's the end of the first quarter. Murray County 13, Model 7. We'll be back in 1 minute here on WLAQ and the live stream. Welcome back to live high school basketball coverage presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales on WLAQ and also the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. Model inbounds the ball as we get started with the second quarter. Model trailing 13-7 in the girls varsity game. The pass is stolen away by Murray County. They fling it down to the other side. Shot is off the glass and through. An easy bucket for Knuckles. She's now got 3 points. Murray extends their lead to 15-7. Model having some trouble getting around the pressure. They try to pass it baseline over to Samples to try to start to work it the other way, and they lose the handle on the baseline and turn it over. So the press has been a little bit of a problem here for Model, trying to work it the other way. Murray County's got the ball. They work it up to the top of the key, and that's going to be a turnover for Murray. So we get ready for Model to inbound the ball, trailing at home 15-7. They'll get it into Morgan Wood. Pressure coming here from Murray County. Now back to Burkhalter. They get it to Rotten. She'll pass to Burkhalter. Back up top to Morgan Wood. Fires it right. There's Samples for three. And that is going to be over the bucket. Rebound's going to be taken by Murray County. They'll work it the other way. Bringing it up the floor is Knuckles. She's across the center court stripe. They try to lob it underneath. They get it there, and the shot is up and through. I thought Rotten was going to be able to steal that pass there for a second. but it ended up in the hands of Bailey Winkler. She scores her third bucket of the game, and now it's 17-7, a 10-point lead here for Murray County early in the second quarter. 7:02 left in the second. They're going to bounce it into the backcourt. Ella Dotson's got it here for Murray. They're across the center court stripe. They bounce it off to the left wing side. She'll survey the floor, fires it underneath. Nobody picked her up, and it's an easy bucket there for Murray County. That was Bailey Winkler again. She's got 8 points and leads all scorers in the ball game. Murray County comes out with it again. Now they drive into the lane, put it towards the rack. That one caroms off the rim, but they get the rebound, and a whistle and a foul is going to be charged against Model. 19-7, 12-point deficit right now for the Lady Devils. It's going to be on Morgan Wood. The foul was. And going to the free throw line is going to be Bailey Winkler, shooting 2. This is her first trip to the stripe here in the basketball game. Her first free throw's on the way. That one's going to bang hard off the back of the rim. And apparently I have dropped off the air. Another free throw coming up here for Winkler. Shot's on the way. That one's going to go through. And I've lost my signal at the station. All right. Well, here we go, folks. Model works it the other way. And they will call a timeout. We're going to do the same. We're glad you're with us here on WLAQ and also the live stream. We're going to take a timeout, and we will be back in 30 seconds. Pardon me? The video, apologize, you're hearing our conversation about our technical difficulties with the radio station. We're trying to reconnect with the studio. We've got our engineer in pursuit, so hopefully we'll get that squared away. But in the meantime, we'll just call it for the video stream for now. But we're glad to have you with us. Murray County's going to bring it up the floor, and they will work it across the center court stripe, driving off to the right wing side. Now they fire it out to the right. Puts up the shot. That caroms off the rim. Now they'll try to get it down low. It's going to go out of bounds on the baseline. Last touch by Model, so it's going to stay with Murray County. So Murray County is set to inbound the basketball, and they will fire it up to the top of the key. Long shot is going to be up, rattles off the rim. Javia Samples is going to come down the board. They'll work it the other way. Briley Sims across the center court stripe. Now dribbles up to the top of the key, the free throw line. They'll feed it out to Rachel Burkhalter. Burkhalter between the circles. She'll get it out to Briley Sims. Now they fire it underneath, trying to get it to Pointer. The pass is going to be picked off by Winkler. The passing lane's absolutely shut down by the Murray County defense. Murray up by 13 points, 20-7 here with 5:44 left to go in the second quarter. Glad to have you with us on the video stream. Now they go off the left side. Long shot, not in three-point range, though. It is missed. Pointer comes out with it. They'll work it the other way. Pointer drives down towards the low block, tries to fire it off the backboard, gets fouled. And we'll see Pointer go to the free throw line. Foul is going to be charged on Bailey Winkler. Ava Pointer at the free throw line. Gets ready to shoot. First shot is up and through. She'll get ready for her second free throw. So Pointer at the free throw line. He's got one more shot coming up. Made the first one, second one on the way. That one's going to carry him off the rim. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Model, so Murray County's going to bring it up the other end of the floor. So we get ready for the Lady Indians to trigger it in motion. They'll get it to Dotson. She's going to bring it up the floor here for the Lady Devils. She's across the center court stripe. Now dribbles off to the right side. Now goes towards the low block. Kicks it out to the right wing. Now they'll dribble up to the free throw line. Shots on the way. That one's going to carry them off the rim, and it goes out of bounds. And it's coming back to Models. So Rachel Burkhalter set to set things in motion here for the Blue Devils. Looks like there's going to be some pressure again here from Murray County. Rachel Burkhalter is going to try to get it in. Ball is going to be stolen away on the inbound pass, but stolen right back by Samples. It's a run out off the glass. A little bit too strong, but she drew the contact, and we're going to see Samples going to the free throw line. So the foul was on Dotson, and we're going to see Samples going to the free throw line shooting 2 shots. So she stands there getting ready to go. It's 20-8. Shots on the way. That's high off the back of the rim. Rattles off. She'll get ready for a second free throw attempt here in just a moment. 5:01 remaining here in the second quarter of the ball game. Murray leading on the road over Model 20-8. 12-point lead here for the Lady Indians. Shots on the way, and that one rattles around and in for Javia Samples. Bringing it up the floor is going to be Kara Lowe. Lowe will fire it underneath. Now they'll hand it off to another player in the lane. Ball's poked loose by Model, but it stays with Murray County. Long shot on the way, bounces off the rim. And now a battle ensues. Coming up with it to Samples, gives it off to Porter. She's across the center court stripe. Will try to fling it down to Sims. It's picked up by Murray County. Murray County's going to bring it the other way. They get it underneath. Now kick it back out. There's a three-point look. Shot on the way. That one's going to go off the rim. Briley Sims has got it. She brings it across the center court stripe here for the Lady Devils. And I believe we're reconnected back at the radio station. So I think we're back on the radio and the live stream. I apologize if I seem a little bit distracted if you're trying to watch on the live stream or listen on the radio. We had some technical difficulties, and I was trying to continue calling the game on the video stream and at the same time work with our engineer and our guy back at the studio to try to get reconnected with the radio. So anyway, hopefully we've got all that straightened out. We've had some internet issues at the radio station for the last little bit that we're trying to get worked out, and hopefully we're on the tail end of those problems. But right now Murray County's got the ball over on the right wing side, and they travel, so it's coming back to Model. 4:03 left to go here in the second quarter. Murray leads it by 11. 20-9 is your score. And again, we want to apologize for the technical difficulties we've had on the radio end of things so far in our broadcast tonight. Hopefully we'll have those resolved for you and can keep on the air for the rest of the broadcast. Sims has got it, gives it off to the right wing side to Samples. Now she'll dribble up towards the top of the key. Of course, we want to thank our engineer, Phil, and then also Lynn back at the studio, who are working really hard to get things on the right track for us. Up top, high post. They kick it out the left wing side, inside to Betts. She goes up. That's going to be a foul. And we get ready for free throw shots coming up here for the Lady Devils. So August Betts is at the charity stripe shooting 2 shots with 3:34 remaining here in the second quarter, and Model trailing 20-9. Betts at the stripe. Shots on the way, and that's going to be missed. We get ready for the second free throw. Sub coming into the game here for Murray County. Checking in is going to be Kirsten Hickson. Checking out will be number 5, Maddie Knuckles. One more free throw coming up here for August Betts. And if so, this will cut it to a 10-point ball game. Betts fires. That one's going to be off the side of the rim. Rebound's going to go to Murray County. And if I'm not giving their names very quick, for some reason, the way that they have their numbers angled on these uniforms, I'm not as quick picking up the numbers as I feel like I normally am. Of course, when you have the technical issues that I've had tonight, it's like trying to broadcast a game while you're running through an obstacle course. Here's Murray County. They fire out to the right wing side, go towards the paint. Now they hand it off. The ball's going to roll out of bounds. And it was last touched by Model, so it's going to stay with Murray County. Model fans not liking that call. You can hear them protest a little bit here. But Murray's set to inbound the basketball on their side of the floor. They'll bounce at baseline. Now back out around the perimeter they go. And we're going to have another whistle and a stoppage of play. Glad to have you with us tonight on WLAQ. And also the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. It's always a pleasure to work with Northwest Georgia Media and also the radio station to bring you these games. It's been a great partnership working together over the last couple of years. 3:02 left to go in the second quarter of the ball game. Murray County's up 20-9. It's an 11-point deficit for your Model Lady Devils, but they're fighting to try to get it back in this ball game. Player for Murray County shakes off a defender, misses the shot. Rebound goes to Model. Briley Sims goes the other way off the glass. It is through. Briley Sims gets another bucket, has 5 points in the game. It's 20-11, 9-point lead here for Murray County as Model tries to climb back in this thing. Now they fire it down low. Ball is knocked loose. It's going to be a turnover, so it's coming back to Model. Timeout's going to be called, I believe, by Coach Eccles. No, that's actually called by Murray County and Chris Tipton, so we'll take one as well. 2:33 left to go in the second quarter. Murray County over Model, 20-11. We're back in 30 seconds. Throughout our broadcast today, but Model trails it right now at home 20-11 with 2:33 left to go in the second quarter of the ball game, and they will inbound the ball here trailing. Javia Samples has got the basketball, brings it up the center court stripe here for the Lady Devils, picks up her dribble, gives it off to Briley Sims. Sims on the right wing side tries to lob it into Rotten, but the pass is going to be peeled away by Mahoney. Here comes Murray County back the other end of the floor. Now they'll kick it back out around the left wing side. Back up top they go. Dribbling with it is going to be Lowe. Lowe at the top of the key. Drives towards the paint. Leaves it out for another Lady Indian. They bounce it underneath. Shots on the way. That one's off the back of the rim. And a foul is going to be charged. It's going to be on Briley Sims. And we're going to see number 25, Emma Blaylock, going to the free throw line shooting 2 shots. Tamaya Ragland's going to check into the game here for the Lady Devils. One more free throw shot coming up for Blaylock, the freshman. Shots on the way. That one's going to rattle off the side of the rim. Rebound's going to go to Model. Pointer came out with it. Now to Burkhalter. She'll dribble up towards the top of the key. Now backs between the circles on to Ragland. Ragland dribbles off the left wing. Now back up top to Samples. Samples now drives towards the low block on the far side. Now gives it to Ragland. She turns. Now back out to Samples. She'll stop. That's a 2-point shot. In and out, won't go. Rebound goes to Murray County, and they'll bring it back the other way. They'll bounce it across the timeline. Now they'll fire it underneath. Ball is going to be poked loose. Pointer gets it into Betts around the baseline and goes off a defender for Murray County. Back to Betts. Now on to Ragland on the right wing side as Model across the center court. Now they'll set up shop in the half-court offense. Ball's going to be stolen away, but stolen right back by Model. Ragland's going to bring it across the center court stripe. Now drives towards the lane, and the foul's going to be charged against Murray County. Going to get number 21 with that one, Bailey Winkler. No, it was actually on Callan Ledford, number 12, not 21. Burkhalter set to trigger things in motion here for Model. So Burkhalter surveys the floor, finds Ragland. She dribbles across the end at center court. Now goes off to the right wing side, leaves it off for Samples. They'll lob it inside to Betts. She gets blocked. Clean block, no foul. Murray County will bring it back the other end of the floor. They'll stop before the center court line and then pass it over. They get it to Hickson. She'll dribble up between the circles. Set up the half-court offense here for Murray County with 45 seconds left in the half. Now to the top of the key they go, setting a high ball screen. Now they're going to leave it off to the top of the key, dribble out to the right. Murray County with the basketball. They go up top. Now into the paint. Kind of a wild shot, and it goes through. Trying to pick up her number. It's going to be Kara Lau with her first bucket of the game. Mahler goes back the other way, raggling out the Samples. Samples fakes the pass, now passes on to the left wing side to Burkhalter. A bounce over to Pointer at the top of the key. She gets it out to Samples on the right wing side, goes right into the paint, puts it on the rack, and gets fouled. Missed the shot, but we are going to see Samples going to the free throw line. So the foul is going to be on Kara Lau. Davis Samples is going to go to the stripe. She'll be shooting 2 shots. So Samples at the free throw line. Gets ready to shoot. First shot's on the way, and that one's going to be right through. So the score moves to 23-12. Murray County on top by 11 with 8.7 seconds left here in the first half of play. So Samples at the charity stripe, getting ready for her second free throw of the pair. Shots on the way, and that one's going to rattle off the rim. Rebound goes to Model, though. Here's Burkhalter off the glass and through. 2.5 seconds left on the clock. There's the inbound pass, and that is the end of the first half. So Murray County's going to lead it as everybody heads to the locker room. Your score at halftime, Murray County 23, Model 14. We're going to send it back to the studio for a 3-minute timeout. A 3-minute timeout down the line. We'll be back on WLAQ and the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. Back in 3 minutes.
Most affordable bachelor's degree in Northwest Georgia is right here at Georgia Highlands College. High quality and career focused. That's what you can expect at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
right, we welcome you back inside Woodard Gymnasium, where we got about 6 minutes left of the halftime period. Glad to have you with us tonight on WLAQ and then also the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. Let's go ahead and recognize everybody involved in tonight's broadcast. We'll start with Millie Potts and Caleb Bice on the cameras. Director tonight is Mike Garrett. On replay is Ryland Scott. Scoreboard is Nathan Patterson. In Arena PA is Grayson Atkins. I have the play-by-play commentary. Matt Davis is my name, and we're just glad to have you with us. And then back in the studio at Command Central at WLAQ is Lynn Butler. And then driving back and forth frantically trying to fix our internet problems is our engineer, Phil, who always does a fine job for us. So a lot of activity going on tonight trying to keep this thing on the air for you. And again, just apologize for being distracted there a good portion of the second quarter, as I'm our in-gymnasium engineer in terms of the radio broadcast. So if something goes wrong, I'm working with our guy back at the studio, and I'm on this end fielding phone calls and making phone calls and all that kind of stuff, trying to get us back on the air, which can be kind of challenging while you're trying to tell people what's going on in the basketball game at the same time. But anyway, let's break down the scoring from the first half of the basketball game, and we're going to start with the Model Lady Blue Devils right now trailing at halftime 23-14, and they would pick up 5 points from Briley Sims, 2 from Rachel Burkhalter there in the first half, 2 from August Betts, 1 point off a free throw from Eva Pointer, 2 points for Javia Samples, and Sadie Rotten would have 2 points. That should all total up to their 14. Then meanwhile, for the leading Murray County Lady Indians playing on the road tonight, 3 points for Maddie Knuckles, 2 apiece for Charles C. Richards and Callan Ledford. Also, well, actually, I said I'm mixed up here. Sorry about that. It's actually Callan Ledford and Kara Lowe. Then 6 points for Ella Dotson, 1 point for Emma Blaylock. And then the leading scorer tonight for both teams is going to be Bailey Winkler, the sophomore, who notched 9 points there in the first half of play. So again, Murray County leads at 23-14. We're at halftime. We got about 3 minutes and 47 seconds until the start of our third quarter of the basketball game. So let's take another 3-minute timeout down the line. We'll catch our breath, and we'll get you ready for the start of the second half. Again, Model trailing at home here in this girls' varsity basketball game to Murray County. Your score at halftime, 23-14. Back in 3 minutes.
Most affordable bachelor's degree in Northwest Georgia is right here at Georgia Highlands College. High quality and career focused. That's what you can expect at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of this year's live stream: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialist. We would also like to acknowledge those who have made contributions to support this year's live stream. If you would like to support live streaming Blue Devil basketball, please consider making a donation by scanning the QR code that's on your screen now. Or if you're a business and would like to advertise with Northwest Georgia Media, or if you would just like information on our company, please send an email to info@nwgeorgiamedia.com. Thank you for your support.
Welcome back into Woodard Gymnasium as we get you ready for more high school hoops. Model playing Murray County here at home tonight. Score at halftime, Murray 23, Model 14 as we get ready for time to expire in the beginning of our second half. We're glad to bring you live coverage here on WLAQ and also the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. Of course, the stunner in terms of news around the sports world in the Roman Floyd County area today and around the state for that matter was the retirement announcement, which absolutely stunned me, for head coach Tommy Atha down at Darlington. Shot is off the glass by Murray County. They missed. Rebound is with Model. They'll bring it up the other end of the floor. Definitely want to take this opportunity. I know this is a Model broadcast tonight, but to congratulate Coach Atha for 21 unbelievable seasons as the head coach over at Darlington. Won 179 games in those years. Shots off the glass and through for Eva Pointer. Just an unbelievable run as head coach there. And, of course, he was an assistant for Jerry Sharp for a number of years before he took on the role as head coach. I think total he was there for 30 seasons. Shot is missed by Murray County. Now they get a putback. It's going to go. It's going to be Winkler, who's got 11 points and leads all scorers. And Model's going to bring it up back the other end of the floor. Rachel Burkhalter will try to bounce it across the lane. It goes off the foot of one of the Murray County players. So it's going to stay with Model. They'll get set to inbound their ball. But again, without going too further into it, just want to take the opportunity to congratulate Coach Atha on just an awesome career at Darlington and also wish him the best in his retirement, whatever that may end up bringing. Ball goes out of bounds on Model. They'll get ready to inbound the ball. Or Murray County will rather, and bring it up the floor. Bringing it up the floor for Murray County is going to be Ella Dotson. Dotson will dribble across the center court stripe, being guarded by Samples. Now gives it off to the right wing side. Now down low, shot off the glass and through. That's going to be Knuckles. Knuckles with 5 points in the basketball game. Model brings it back the other way. They lose the handle for a moment, but retain possession. Morgan Woods got it tied up between two defenders. Ball's poked loose. They had one player trapped, and then another person cutting towards the pass that deflected out of bounds. That's Bailey Winkler getting her hands in there and poking that one out of bounds. So we get ready for Burkhalter to inbound the ball here for Model. She will fire it around center court to Morgan Wood in the front court. Now they're going to fire it underneath the Samples. Gets between two defenders and bangs that one through. That's Javia Samples. She's got 4 points in the game, and Murray County's going to bring it up the floor. Model trying to cut into this lead. 27-18 is your score, so they're just kind of chipping away here in the third quarter. Murray County works at baseline. They get fouled, so we're going to see them going to the free throw line. Knuckles is going to the charity stripe for the second time of the game, where she's 1 of 2. So Knuckles at the free throw line as everybody gets lined up with 6:01 left to go in the third quarter of the ball game. Knuckles takes a deep breath, sends that one on the way, and it's through. She'll get ready for another one. It's a 10-point ball game. Murray leads at 20-18 with 6:01 left to go here in the third quarter. Next shot's on the way. That one's going to be through as well, so that'll increase the lead to 29-18, an 11-point ball game. Model brings it down the other end. Ball is stolen away. Murray County's got it. They get it down to the low block. Then it's stolen away by Betts. Stolen right back by Murray County. Underneath, they'll shoot off the glass, off the rim. Model gets the rebound. And here comes Model back the other way. Rotten for three. That one's in and out. Rebound and put back by Samples is missed. She gets fouled. Foul's going to be on Callan Ledford. And Briley Sims checks into the game here for Model. So we get ready for Rachel Burkhalter to trigger things in motion. Gives it off to Betts on the right wing side. They bounce it in to Burkhalter off the glass, and it is through. Burkhalter with her second bucket of the game. It's going to be 29-20. 5:23 left to go here on the clock in the third quarter. Murray County with the ball. It's stolen away. Getting her hands in there was Rotten. Deflects it over to Burkhalter. She goes coast to coast off the glass and through. Rachel Burkhalter with 2 buckets in the third quarter, and it's a 7-point ball game. 29-22. Murray County on top, but Model closing in. Murray County with a basketball. They dribble around the right wing side. Now they feed it over into the corner in the right wing. Here's a shot from the low block. That's off the front of the rim. They get the rebound. The putback is missed. Betts is there for the board. Gives it off to Sadie Rotten. Model will bring it back the other way. Burkhalter from the low block on the near side. Puts up the shot. It rolls over the rim. Goes out of bounds. It was last touched apparently by Model. And it's coming back to Murray County. So Murray leads at 29-22. 4:41 left to go. Third quarter. A 7-point ball game. Model playing here at home tonight, here in Woodard Gymnasium. This is the girls' game. We're in the third quarter. We're going to have a boys' game shortly after this one. Had a JV game earlier for the girls, and they would win it 30-25 in a hard-fought battle with Murray County that went down to the wire. Murray County with the ball. Left wing side they go. They dribble towards the low block. Shot off the glass is missed. Ball's going to roll out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray, so it's coming back to Model with 4:20 left to go in the third quarter of the ball game. Give you a check on the Georgia Tech basketball game, because if we did not have high school basketball tonight, that's what you'd be hearing on the airwaves of WLAQ. Well, it hasn't started yet. It starts around 7 o'clock, so it should be just underway, so we don't have an update yet. I thought it was a little bit later for some reason. Shots on the way from the free throw line is missed. Rebound stays with Model. Briley Sims came out with it, gives it off to Burkhalter, kicks it out to the right wing side for three, and it's through. Sadie Rotten with a three-point shot. Models cut it back to 4. 29-25 is your score with 3:47 remaining here in the third quarter. Murray County brings it back the other way, and a timeout is going to be called by Chris Tipton. Will do the same. Don't go anywhere, folks. This one's getting real interesting. 3:44 left to go in the third quarter. Murray County leads it, but now 29-25 over Model. Back in 30 seconds. Welcome you back into Woodard Gymnasium, where Murray County has maintained the lead throughout the course of the game, but Model is storming back. They would trail at the end of the first half by 9 points, and now they've been able to cut it to a 4-point game right now, trailing 29-25. Murray County will inbound the basketball. They'll work it in from the backcourt. They try to fire it off to the right wing side. Great job by Briley Sims there to get her hands in there and deflect the ball out of bounds. It stays with Murray County, but that's the kind of effort that you want to see if you're Sally Eccles and head coach of this basketball team. Playing great defense right now. Murray County with the ball. They fling it to the right wing side. A bounce pass underneath, in between three defenders. Get the shot to the rack. Rebound going to go to Model after the missed shot. Briley Sims going to bring it back after the pass from Sadie Rotten, who got the board. Here's a three-point shot from Sims. That one's going to be a little bit flat. And coming out with it's Murray County, and a whistle and a foul is going to be charged. And it's coming back to the Blue Devils. They're going to get number 5, Maddie Knuckles, with the foul. So it really feels like you've seen a seismic momentum shift in favor of Model in the last few minutes of this ball game. Much of the third quarter of the game. Right now Murray still leads, but only by 4. There's Samples off the inbound pass. Goes in towards the paint, puts it up, misses the shot. Rebound's going to go to Murray. They'll bring it back the other way. With the ball is going to be Hickson. She'll bounce it underneath. There's a traveling call, and that's going to be a turnover for Murray County. Murray County having a little bit of trouble settling into this third quarter of the ball game. Rachel Burkhalter will get it into Samples. Samples will dribble across the center court stripe and towards the top of the key. Fires it right. Burkhalter has it. Now flings it out to the left wing. Three-point shot for Rotten is going to be missed. Here's the putback from Burkhalter. It's through. 2 points for Burkhalter. She's got 8 in the game. 6 of her points are in the third quarter. Now Murray only leads it by 2 points. It's a 29-27 ball game. Murray with it on the left wing side. They dribble up towards the free throw line. Kick out. 3-point shot on the way. That's going to bang high off the back of the rim. The putback won't fall. Here's another look, and that one's going to rattle through. Winkler picks up another bucket. Model goes the other way. That one's kind of flung towards the basket, knocked out of bounds. It's last touched by Model. It's coming back to Murray County. Subbing in the game for Murray County, checking into the game is going to be Kara Lau. Right now, Murray back to a 4-point, 31-27 lead with 2:16 left to go in the third quarter, and they'll bring it up the floor. Running the point right now for Murray County is Ella Dotson. Dotson dribbles towards the top of the key. He's going to bounce it to a teammate over on the left wing side who dribbles back up between the circles. Now she'll go out towards the left wing. Now they'll reset their offense. Kirsten Hickson's got it. She's between the circles. They'll lob it underneath. Now kick it out to the right wing side. Dribbling the baseline. Murray County with the ball, and that's going to be a turnover. An offensive foul. It's going to be charged against Murray, and it's coming back to the Blue Devils. They're going to get Ella Dotson with another foul. Dotson has now notched 3 personal fouls in the game, and Maya Ragland is set to set things in motion here for this Model offense. Samples takes the inbound pass, dribbles up to the center court stripe and across. Now up to the top of the key, sends it right wing side to Sadie Rotten, now back on to Ragland. Passes it to a cutting Javia Samples on the left wing side, and a whistle and a foul is going to go away from the ball against Murray County. Sadie Rotten set to trigger things in motion here for the offense for the Model Lady Blue Devils as they get ready to inbound underneath their own basket with 1:31 left to go in the third quarter. Rotten surveys the floor, looks around, is going to find Samples on the left wing side. She cuts towards the basket, kicks it out to Rotten, and she travels. So that's going to be a turnover for Model. It's coming back to the Lady Indians. To inbound the ball is going to be Emma Blaylock, the freshman. She will feed it in to Ella Dotson. No, that's not Dotson. I believe that's Kirsten Hickson. Again, I can't read their numbers. Maybe I do need to get my eyes checked. Murray County goes into the paint. Next shot is on the way. They say when you edge towards your mid-40s, even if you had good eyesight, you can start to kiss it goodbye at that point. And Murray County's numbers are making me think I've reached that point. So free throws coming up here for Ledford and Murray County. First free throw's on the way. That's going to rattle around and through. She'll get ready for her second free throw. Eva Pointer's going to check into the game here for Model and Briley Sims. So right now on the floor for Model, you're going to have Pointer, also Samples, Rotten, August Betts, and Ragland. Shots on the way, and that was going to go in and out. A battle for the rebound is going to be won by Betts. Model's going to bring it back the other way. Ragland is going to bounce it off her shoe. It goes out of bounds and is coming right back to Murray County. 1:05 left to go here in the third quarter. Murray leading it by 5. 32-27 is your score. Murray County is going to bring it across the center court stripe. They'll bounce it off to the left side. Now across court they'll go. Now down to the low block. She'll dribble. Shot is up. Missed the shot but draws the contact. So free throws coming up here for number 33 and Kirsten Hickson. So Hickson going to the stripe with 52.1 seconds left on the clock in the third period. And Model trailing at home 32-27 to Murray County. Hickson at the charity stripe. First shot's on the way. That one's going to go in and out. She'll get ready for a second free throw. Foul was charged to August Betts. She's picked up 2 personal fouls in the game. One more for Hickson on the way. That one's going to be through. Makes one of the pair, and the score moves to 33-27. So now a 6-point lead for Murray County with 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Sadie Rotten with it on the left wing side, tries to send it across to Eva Pointer, and that one's going to sail out of bounds. A turnover for Model. It's coming right back to Murray County. Going to have a good boys matchup coming up. It's going to be Model and Murray County. Model would face Murray County one time before earlier in the season on December the 9th and lose that game by 3 points. So the Model Blue Devils looking for revenge and a big opportunity for a region win here tonight. I'll tell you more about that a little bit. But Murray County's got the ball. We're in the girls varsity game. 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Model trails by 6. Your score right now 33-27. Murray County with a basketball. They're going to bounce it outside. Oh, that's a travel and a turnover. It's coming back to Model. Tamaya Ragland set the send it in motion here. Gives it to Samples. Samples will bring it out of the backcourt, across the center court stripe, feeds it left. Ragland back to Samples. Samples at the top of the key, goes towards the paint, kicks it out the right wing side to Womack. Back around to Ragland, who tries to dribble it around a defender, passes it underneath the Betts. She splits two defenders. A hook shot off the glass is going to be missed, and that is the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the 3 quarters of play, still with the lead is going to be Murray County, but right now it's a 5-point lead. Your score at the end of the third quarter, Murray County 33, Model 27. We're back in 1 minute.
You belong at Georgia Highlands College. Helping you achieve your college and career goals is important to us because your success matters at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
We welcome you back live. Model opens with possession of the ball, trailing by 6 points here. Just underway with the fourth quarter. They'll send it to the right wing side. Now down low, they go to Sims, back out to Samples. Model with the basketball at around the free throw line, and getting fouled on her way into the paint is going to be Samples. So Model's going to be set to inbound the ball from the baseline in just a couple of moments. Your score, as we've just started the fourth quarter, Murray 30, Model 27. Model would outscore Murray County for the first quarter of the basketball game there in the third, 13-10. So that was Model's best quarter so far in the ball game. They kick it out to August Betts on the inbound pass on the left wing, inside to Burkhalter, drives her way in, puts it up. Can't get the shot, but she does get fouled. So we're going to see Rachel Burkhalter go into the stripe. She has 8 points in this game, 6 of them in that big third quarter for a Model that's helped them stay in this ball game. Burkhalter at the free throw line with a couple of shots, and these are biggies right here. First shot on the way is going to rattle through. Little drama with it, but it went through, and she gets the point, so she'll get ready for another one. That moves the score back to a 5-point deficit for Model. 33-28 is your score. 7:39 left to go in the ball game. Shot on the way, that one's right through. 33-29, Models cut it back to 4 points. Ball is stolen away. Rachel Burkhalter came out with it, dribbles around the side of the floor, gives it off to Samples on the right wing, out to Sadie Rotten. She gets it to the corner to Rachel. Now back around to Rotten. She'll get it into Sims, kicks it out to Samples for 3. That's off the back of the rim. It won't go. Rotten's there for the rebound and the putback. That shot won't fall. And then finally Murray County is going to come out with the rebound. I believe Winkler came out with that one, but again, still having trouble picking up these numbers. Number 23's got it, Dotson. Now onto the right wing side. They try to get it down low. Ball is going to be batted out of bounds by Model. So it's going to stay with Murray County. Checking into the game is Kara Lau. Checking out for Murray County is going to be number 12, I believe, Ledford. But anyway, they kick it out the right wing side. Lau with it. Tries to bounce it underneath. Samples is there and picks it off. She goes coast to coast into the paint. Splits defenders. Can't get it to the rack, but she does draw the foul in the act of shooting, so we're going to see her go to the free throw line. Javia Samples go into the stripe. She's got 4 points in the game. Model trails by 4, so 2 really big free throws coming up for her with 6:54 left to go in the ball game. Samples puts up the first free throw. That's going to bounce high off the back of the rim. She'll get ready for her second free throw. Skylar Mahoney checks into the game here for Murray County. Javia Samples at the free throw line here for Model with one more free throw coming up. Missed the first. Will she make the second? It's on the way. That one rattles off. So she missed them both, and the rebound is going to go to Murray County. They'll bring it back the other end of the floor. Ella Dotson's got it. She dribbles across the center court stripe, being guarded by Javia Samples. Man coverage right now here from the Model Lady Blue Devils. Floor is pretty spread out right now. Murray County's got the ball. They'll try to dribble around a screen. Now they work their way down low. Baseline, shots up, missed, rebound by Betts. Sims has got the ball. She's across center court, stops it around the top of the key, leaves it off for Rotten on the right wing. They fire it into Betts. Gets blocked. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Murray County, so it's going to stay with the Lady Devils. As another sub comes into the game here for Murray County. So Rachel Burkhalter is set to send things in motion on offense here for Model. She'll bounce it into August Betts, who's standing on the right wing side, drives into the paint, puts it up. That one's going to go off the side of the rim. And here's a cross-court pass underneath. Layup is missed. Coming out with the ball is going to be Samples. She's across the center court stripe. Will bounce it down to Burkhalter. Got a little out of control on the other end, and it goes out of bounds. It's coming back to Murray County. So Model's been able to get within 4 a couple of times here over the course of the third quarter and the first couple of minutes of the final quarter of the basketball game. But Murray County's been able to stay out in front here the entire ball game. They've got the lead and the ball. Ball is stolen away. Briley Sims comes out with it. She dribbles cross court very quickly into the paint, loses the handle. It's picked up by Murray County's number 33, Hickson. She brings it coast to coast. A bounce pass underneath and a block shot, but there's some contact there with the hand. And it looks like free throws are coming up here for Murray County, and the foul's going to be charged against Sadie Rotten. That's Skylar Mahoney at the charity stripe here for the first time of the ball game. Third foul of the game for Sadie. Shots on the way, and that one's going to be through. So the first shot from Mahoney is through, and she'll get ready for her second free throw of the ball game. So Sadie Mahoney is at the free throw line, back to a 5-point lead now for Murray County. Mahoney sends the next free throw in the air, and that was off the front of the rim. Sims is there for the rebound. She'll motor up the floor with her across the midcourt stripe, goes into the paint, puts it off the glass, and it's through. Briley Sims with 7 points helps her team back within 3, 34-31. 5:30 left to go in the ball game. Murray County the other way. Shot nearly blocked by Eva Pointer. There's contact. We're going to see free throw shots coming up for Ella Dotson. Dotson with 6 points in the ball game. They were all in the first quarter. Model's defense has done a great job on her here over the course of the second half. Shots on the way, and that was through. She'll get ready for another free throw. Checking out of the game is Eva Pointer. Checking back in, August Betts. So on the floor right now for Model, you've got Betts, Sims, Rotten, Samples. Shots on the way. That one's through for Ella Dotson. Score moves to 36-31. Sims has got it. Tries to fire it underneath to Burkhalter. Pass gets picked off, and then there's a foul that's going to be charged against Model. They're going to get Briley Sims with it. Murray County set to inbound the ball. And going to have subs in the game and a timeout as well. So let's take one. It's 5:18 remaining in the game. Murray up 36-31 over Model in this girls game. And we're back in 30 seconds. Welcome back in, everybody. Very awesome atmosphere and environment for a basketball game tonight inside Woodard Gymnasium, as it always is. Big crowd on hand. Definitely a lot of excitement in the gym tonight. We got a close game. Murray County up right now 36-31 the last time these teams met Model would lose the game 40-32 up at Murray County, so they're trying to get a little bit of revenge here tonight. More importantly, notch a really important region victory, but right now behind by 5, make it 7. As Winkler knocks down another shot and has 15 points in the ball game. It's 38-31, a 7-point deficit to overcome for Model. They kick it back out to Ragland on the left wing, now goes back up top to Samples. Samples into Rotten on the right wing side. She'll send it in to August Betts, who turns, shoots, and scores. August Betts with a big bucket there to cut it back to a 5-point game. 4:38 left to go in the ball game. Murray County's going to bring it up the other end of the floor. They're across the center court stripe where they'll set up their half-court offense. Dotson with it, sends it off to the right wing side. Now they'll dribble in towards the low block, and a foul's going to be charged. I think they got Ragland with that. Yep, Tamaya Ragland charged with the foul. And Skylar Mahoney's going to sub into the game for Murray County. So Murray set to set things in motion with Ledford standing in between the scorer's table and the Murray County bench. They're going to send it in on their side of the floor. They go right into the paint, trying to get up the shot. It's going to be blocked by Betts. Ball's knocked loose. It's going to stay with Murray. And they'll set up their half-court offense with 4:15 left to go here in the ball game, leading it by 5, 38-33. They send it to the left wing side, dribble back up top. Now they cut into the paint. Little floater. Going to be missed, but there's some contact, and it looks like we're going to see free throw shots, kind of light contact on that play, but the whistle was blown, and we're going to see Ella Dotson at the free throw line, where she is 6 of 6 here in the game. So certainly not who you want to see at the free throw line if you're Model, but she misses that one. So maybe, well, I don't try to jinx anybody, even if it's for the visiting team, but nonetheless, she missed the first one. Second one's on the way, and that one's going to be through. She's been outstanding from the free throw line. 39-33, 6-point lead here for Murray County. Model brings it across the center court stripe. They get it to Betts. Now down low to Ragland. Bounces it out to left wing side. Back into Betts. Nice ball movement. Three-point shot is drilled. Yes, ma'am. Javia Samples with a big-time basket. And that's going to cut it back to a 3-point ball game. 39-36 after Samples. 3:43 left to go in the ball game. We got a good one. Don't go anywhere, folks. Murray County will kick it back out, set up their half-court offense. They try to dribble around a couple of defenders, send it back out to the right wing side. Great defense right now from Model. Into the paint they go. A little floater's going to be missed, and that's going to be an offensive foul against Murray County. It's coming back to the Blue Devils, and they've cut it within 3. Big possession, as they all are, in a close game with this amount of time remaining. So Rachel Burkhalter is set to inbound the ball here for Model. It looks like there's going to be some pressure here from Murray County as Model gets ready to feed the ball in with 3:25 left to go in the game and a 3-point deficit now to overcome. So Model's been hanging tough, keeping it close. And now they've got a really big opportunity here with this possession. They feed it off to Tamaya Ragland, now to Betts. Great ball movement. Sadie Rotten for 3 on the way. It's going to be left short. Here could be a run out. Samples gets back on defense. Ball nearly knocked loose. Shot off the glass, too strong. Model comes out. No, bottle loose on the floor, and it looks like Coach Tipton got the timeout just as Murray County took possession of the ball. So we're going to do the same thing. 3:03 left to go in the game. Murray County 39, Model 36. We're back in 30 seconds. Welcome you back live inside Woodard Gymnasium, Model High School campus. We got a good one going here, folks. 3:03 left to go in the game. Model trailing only by 3. Murray County will inbound the ball. They try to get it baseline on the inbound pass. It's stolen away. Betts came out with it. Now gives it to Burkhalter. She drives off to the right wing. Now to the low block on the near side and through. Rachel Burkhalter having a monster game, and it's a 1-point ball game. Murray 39, Model 38. Murray County across the center court stripe. They'll stand between the circles, direct some traffic, set up the half-court offense. Now they dribble down towards the low block. That's an offensive foul against Murray County. It's coming back to the Lady Devils. This crowd is absolutely besides themselves with excitement. They're fired up. You can feel it, folks. Rachel Burkhalter set to set things in motion after the offensive foul from Murray County as they try to avoid the total meltdown here in this basketball game. Pressure coming. Here's Model trying to get around it. They try to pass it to Samples, and the ball's going to be off on Murray County. I thought it was going to be out on Model there for a second. I thought it went off on Samples, but evidently not. So Model's going to inbound the ball, set to trigger it in. Rachel Burkhalter over to Samples. Now over to Ragland. They get it to Betts, across the center court. Betts to Ragland. Ragland drives to the low block, puts it up. Can't get the bucket, but gets the contact. So we're going to see Ragland going to the free throw line for the first time here in the ball game. If she makes the first, we got a tie ball game. If she makes them both, Model's going to have their first lead of the ball game. So Ragland at the free throw line, certainly a lot of pressure in this situation. Shots on the way, that's strong off the back of the rim. She'll get ready for the second free throw. Still, if she makes this one, we got a tie ball game. Murray County's led this thing wire to wire. Here's the shot. That's off the back of the rim. It doesn't go, but Burkhalter's there for the rebound and the putback. It's through. Rachel Burkhalter makes the bucket. Model has their first lead with 2:14 left to go in the ball game. Murray County on the other end, batted loose by Betts. Shots on the way, high off the rim. Battle for the rebound, jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Murray County. So here's the situation. 2:03 left to go in the ball game. Model has their first lead of the ball game after the bucket from Rachel Burkhalter put them ahead 40-39. Murray County with the ball. It's stripped away. Ragland got her hands in there and got it. Gives it off to Betts. Now on to Samples. Drives towards the free throw line. Into Betts. She turns. Tries to shake off a defender. Gets it to the board and through. August Betts with a big-time bucket. 42-39. Model on top by 3. 1:38 left to go in the ball game. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called against Model. Wow, what an exciting ball game this is turning into, folks. Going to the free throw line is going to be Kirsten Hickson after being fouled by Model, and I believe Rachel Burkhalter is who they called that on. But Hickson at the free throw line, shot on the way, and it's through. So that cuts it to a 2-point ball game. She's got one more coming up. Again, Hickson at the free throw line. Shots on the way, and that one is through as well. 2 big-time free throws. That cuts it to a 1-point ball game. Pressure coming here from Murray County, and a foul is going to be charged against Ella Dotson. Model is in the bonus, so they will be shooting 1-1. It's going to be Jadia Samples going to the free throw line. So Samples with 1-1 coming up here. Dotson will check out of the game. That's her 5th foul, so she's disqualified. So again, Javier Samples with 1-1 coming up. Model leading it by 1 point. They took the lead in the game for the first time with 2:14 left to go in the ball game. Shot on the way, in and out. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Knuckles. Murray County nearly poked loose. Murray County's got the ball. They kick it out. No look there. They drive it underneath. Shots up to the rack. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Murray County. And call's going to go against Murray County, so it's coming back to the Blue Devils. So Rachel Burkhalter set to inbound the ball with 1:22 left. Model leading it by 1 point, 42-41. Samples on to Ragland. She's across the center court stripe. Feeds it down low to Samples. Dribbles once. Finds a teammate, Ragland on the right wing, back up top to Burkhalter, drives towards the low block, puts it in the air. That's going to be left short. And the whistle's blown against Murray County. It's going to stay with the Blue Devils. Right now, Coach Eccles looking out to her team and telling everybody to kind of settle down, trying to keep everybody's emotions under control here late in this ball game and try to finish the drill here. Samples has got it. She'll dribble between the circles, gives it off to Ragland, who now dribbles off to the left wing side. Back out to Samples. Under a minute to play here in this one. Model leading it by one. And a whistle and a foul against number 33, Kirsten Hickson. Again, Model is in the bonus. And going to the free throw line is going to be Samples. I believe this should be 2. Yeah, Model's in the double bonus at this point with 8 fouls, so this should be 2 shots, I believe, for JVS Samples. So Samples is at the charity stripe. Yep, 2 shots for Samples as Model's in the double bonus. First shot's on the way. That's off the back of the rim. Can't get it to go. So the score remains in favor of Model by 1 point. Getting a little bit of encouragement there from August Betts as Samples gets ready for this second free throw. If she makes this one, Model will have a 2-point lead with 53 ticks left on the clock. Shots on the way. That one's through. She knocks it down. 43-41, 53 seconds on the clock. Murray County with the ball. They'll work it the other way, and a timeout is going to be called by Chris Tipton, head coach of Murray County. We're going to take one as well. 50.5 seconds left on the clock. Model leads at 43-41. We're back in 30 seconds. Back with you. Model trailed at halftime 23-14. By the time they got to the end of the third quarter, they cut it to 6, 33-27. Model took their first lead of the game after a 2-pointer from Rachel Burkhalter with 2:14 left to go in the ball game to lead it 41-39. And right now, Model leads at 43-41 with 50.5 seconds left on the clock in the ball game. Glad you're with us tonight on WLAQ on the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. And here we go. Murray County will inbound the basketball. Lau takes the inbound pass, dribbles across the center court stripe for the Lady Indians. They'll fire it up to the free throw line, dribble down to the low block, putting up the shot. They miss. Shooter was Knuckles. She's going to the free throw line with a couple of free throws coming up, with 41.5 seconds left to go on the clock. We got one more game after this one. Boys are going to take on Murray County. And again, Maddie Knuckles at the free throw line. First shot's going to be a make. So that cuts it to a 1-point ball game, 43-42. Model on top by 1. Knuckles gets ready for another free throw. This one would tie the ball game up. Shot on the way, and that one's through. So that one ties it up with 41.5 seconds left to go in the ball game at 43 apiece. And a timeout's going to be called by Sally Eccles as Model worked it up the floor. So we're going to do the same thing. 36.7 seconds left on the clock. We're tied at 43 apiece. Model and Murray County don't go anywhere. We're back in 30 seconds. Man, this has been one heck of a basketball game, and it's going to have a photo finish, folks, so don't turn your radio dial. You want to be here. 36.7 seconds left on the clock. Murray 43, Model 43. Locked up. And Model with the basketball. 31 seconds on the shot clock. Javius Samples at the top of the key. 33 seconds now on the game clock. Samples with it. It's going to bounce it out to Rachel Burkhalter. Left wing side to Sadie Rotten. Rotten now back on to Burkhalter at the top of the key. She'll fire it off to the right wing, and Samples. Good patience here for Model, trying to get an open look. There it is. Rachel Burkhalter for three. A little bit too strong, but Samples is there for the board. Now they get it out to Sims. And a timeout is going to be called by Murray County, I believe. Chris Tipton with 11 seconds on the clock. We're keeping it right here. Glad you're listening to live coverage of high school hoops on WLAQ, presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. Also, you may be listening on the live stream. And then tomorrow you can look at newspaper coverage from Jeff Gable, who's sitting right next to me here, doing some work for the Rome News Tribune tonight. So the gang's all here, folks. We wish you were here with us. But since you couldn't be here, we're very glad that we can have live coverage for you on WLAQ and also the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. 11 seconds left on the clock. Everybody's on pins and needles on both sides of this one, no doubt about it. The folks in green on the other side and the folks in blue. Murray County's brought a nice crowd with them here tonight, making the trek from Chatsworth, Georgia. So 11 seconds on the clock. Right now, Model still over in the huddle, drawing something up here as we get ready to resume here in the ball game. They're having some clock troubles. They put 8 minutes back on the clock, and there's no score up there. Everything totally reset. So we're going to have a little bit of a stoppage of play as they get all of this sort of stuff sorted out. And they have been having some troubles with the clock over the course of the last couple of weeks. But we'll see what happens in just a couple of moments. Do have a boys game coming up shortly after this one. Model Blue Devils going to be taking on Murray County, and they faced each other one time earlier in the season. It was a 3-point loss for Model up at Murray County. Right now, Murray County, in terms of boys, is the #1 team out of Region 7AA, as is their girls team, because Murray County Lady Indians have defeated Model, the #3 team, and also Fannin County. Their region record is perfect at 6-0. This is a big game, big possession coming up here for Model. Rachel Burkhalter triggers it in, gets it to Briley Sims, now on to Samples. 8 seconds on the clock in regulation. Here's Burkhalter trying to get it to the rack. It sails into the hands of Murray County, and they will take a timeout with I think they're going to add a little bit of time to the clock. Right now, the clock shows 1.3 seconds, but I think in reality it's going to be a little over 2 seconds left in the game when Coach Tipton got the timeout called here for Murray County. So they're adding that back on now. They added, they're back to 2 seconds. I thought it was going to be a little bit more than that, but 2 seconds on the clock, 43 apiece, Model in Murray County. Murray County's going to have 2 seconds to get it across the floor and heave it towards the basket to try to win the ball game, or we're going to get some free basketball here tonight in this girls matchup, which has been an unbelievably exciting game. Just to kind of recap the game, at the end of the first quarter, it was Murray up 13-7. They would have a 23-14 lead at the end of the first half. By the time we got to the end of the third quarter, Model had cut it to a 6-point ball game and really battled strong over the course of the third and fourth quarters of the game. Model would get their first lead of the game with 2:14 left to go in the ball game after a 2-point shot from Rachel Burkhalter, who's had a monster game here tonight for the Lady Devils. They would lead at 41-39 at that point, and it was tied back up at 43 apiece with 41.5 seconds left to go in the ball game, and that's where we are right now. Murray County set to inbound the ball with 2 seconds left on the clock. They get it in. Here is a heave from near half court. Oh my goodness, just missed off the backboard in the front of the rim. And we've got free basketball coming up here on WLAQ and the Northwest Georgia live stream. Your score at the end of regulation, 43 apiece between Murray County and the Model Lady Devils. Let's send it back to the studio for a 1-minute timeout. We come back for a 4-minute overtime period after these messages on WLAQ and the Northwest Georgia live stream. All right, here's the tip of our 4-minute overtime period, first overtime. The tip is going to end up in the hands of Murray County. They go right down to the bucket, put it up, miss. Coming out with it is Rachel Burkhalter. She's across the center court stripe for the Lady Devils. Now they'll go back and set up their half-court offense in between the circles. Burkhalter tries to bounce it into Rotten. It is going to be picked off. Here comes Murray County back the other way. One-on-one underneath. And that's going to be an offensive foul. What a great job right there by Javia Samples to get set up on defense and draw that charge. That's going to make Coach Eccles extremely happy. What a great effort from Samples. Wow. Model's going to bring it back the other way. Sadie Rotten fires it underneath the bench. She'll pick it up, kicks it out to Rotten. Wide open three. That one's going to go over the rim. And I think we're going to see a jump ball on the rebound attempt. Possession arrow is pointing to Model. So the Lady Devils are set to inbound the ball with 3:28 left to go here in the overtime period. They'll bounce it into Ragland on the right wing side. Ragland sends it over to Burkhalter over in the corner on the right. Now over to Samples. She'll dribble out to the top of the key, feeds it onto the left wing side to Rotten. Now back up top, feeds it on to Ragland. Ragland up to the free throw line, gives it to the high post, and Betts kicks it back out to Burkhalter, back around to the top of the key, and Samples. 4 seconds on the shot clock, a kick out, a three-point opportunity. That was a little bit too strong, bounces over the rim. Model gets the rebound. There's Rotten. Gets it up to the rack, but can't make the shot, gets the contact. We're going to see Sadie going to the free throw line with a couple of free throw opportunities here in overtime. We were tied up at the end of regulation, 43 apiece. And right now, Model's got the opportunity for the first points here of the overtime period. Sadie Rotten at the free throw line, sends it in the air. It is through. She'll get ready for her second. That gives Model the lead here in overtime, 44-43. Sadie's got one more coming up. Sadie has 6 points in the basketball game so far. Can she make it 7? The shot's on the way, and that one's through. Ice Water interventions, 45-43. Model takes the lead in overtime. Murray County brings it up the other way. Across the center court stripe goes Kirsten Hickson. Leaves it off to the right wing side to Knuckles. Now they get it to the high post. Now underneath. Shot is in and out, but Knuckles draws the contact and is going to the charity stripe for the first time here in overtime. She would hit a couple of free throws her last trip to the stripe. That was 41.5 seconds left in regulation, which knotted this game up and tied it up where we were going into overtime, 43 apiece. Briley Sims back out on the floor here for Model. Checking out is going to be August Betts. So on the floor right now for Model here in overtime, you've got Sample, Sims, Rotten, Burkhalter, and Ragland. Free throw coming up here for Knuckles. It is through. Man, she's been outstanding from the free throw line in this basketball game. And when it counts, but don't they always. Knuckles gets ready to shoot her second free throw, and that one's in and out. Rebound, though, is going to go to Murray County, so it'll stay on this end of the floor with 2:42 left to go in the ball game, and Murray now trailing only by 1 point. Murray County with it. They got it between the circles. Now they'll dribble off towards the right wing side, fire it right. There's Knuckles for three, and she buries it. Credit where credit's due. She hit one when it really counts. 47-45. Murray takes the lead with 2:22 left to go in the overtime period. Chasing it down is Ragland. Now on to Samples. Here is a little floater. That was going to be off the side of the rim on the left side. Knuckles gets the board. Murray County is going to bring it across the center court stripe. They're going to slow it down as they do. Ball is stolen away. Ragland, it's a run out, a layup, off the glass, off the side of the rim. Here's Samples, off to Sims. It's up, too strong. And a whistle is going to go against Model. It's coming back to Murray County after the foul from Model Lady Devils. They're going to get Rachel Burkhalter with a push and a free throws coming up here for Murray County, and going to the charity stripe is going to be Kirsten Hickson. And it looks like Murray's in the double bonus, so they'll have 2 free throws here in the overtime period, leading at 47-45. First one's on the way, and that one's through. Boy, those free throws have been big time here for Murray County down the stretch in this game. Another one coming up here for Hickson. Shot on the way, and that one's through. 49-45, 4-point deficit to overcome now for Model. Across the center court stripes, Rachel Burkhalter sends it to the left wing side, and Sadie Rotten now back up top to Ragland. Ragland on to Rotten, on to Burkhalter, an open three on the way. That one's high off the back of the rim. Rebound is battled for and won by Model. Sims comes out with it, fires it out to Rotten. She'll dribble towards the free throw line, tries to send it down to Sims. It's going to be picked off by Murray County. They'll bring it back the other way with 1:20 left to go in the ball game. Murray County across the center court stripe. Hickson's got it. Dribbles around the center court stripe. Now gives it off to the right wing side. They'll bounce it up to the free throw line. Now kick it out. Now they'll try to get it down low to Knuckles. Into the paint they go. Shot off the glass and through. Nobody picked her up as she went in. Hickson with a big bucket here late. 51-45. A 6-point deficit now for Model with 55.8 seconds left in the overtime period. And now Model's really got their backs up against the wall. However, going to the free throw line is going to be Rachel Burkhalter. An opportunity for Model to get some points with the clock stop here in the final minute of the overtime period. First shot's on the way, and it's through. That one's a big one. And that cuts it to 51-46. So a 5-point deficit for the Lady Devils. Kara Lau checking into the game here for the Lady Indians. Morgan Wood into the game here for Model. One more free throw coming up here from Burkhalter. Shots on the way. That's off the rim. Rebound's going to be taken by Knuckles. 53 seconds on the clock. As teams battle for possession of the ball, the whistle's going to be blown against Model. They're going to get Briley Sims. And that's going to send Murray County to the free throw line on the other side of the floor in the double bonus with 2 shots coming up. Going to the line is going to be Knuckles, where she's been outstanding here in this basketball game. So Knuckles standing at the stripe with 52.2 seconds left to go in the overtime of the ball game. Eva Pointer runs back to her position, checking into the game. Sims takes her exit, and free throws coming up. Shot on the way, and that one's through. She knocks one down, gets ready for her second. That was Knuckles. 52-46, a 6-point deficit here for Model, so it's a 2-possession ball game. Knuckles puts it up, and that one's through. That was a biggie, man. That could have been the final dagger. That makes it a 7-point game. Morgan Wood across the center court stripe, gives it to Samples, and Model's got to work in a hurry here. Here's a 3-point look on the way and through. Morgan Wood knocks down a 3-pointer in overtime, and that's going to cut it to a 4-point ball game. It ain't over yet. 40.8 seconds left on the clock, and a timeout is called. We're going to take a quick one. 53-49, 40.8 left in the overtime period. We're back in 30 seconds. Well, just as I had said that perhaps that last free throw made by Knuckles could be the final dagger at the end of this one, Morgan Wood proved me absolutely wrong as she goes down the other end of the floor, grabs a quick 3-pointer, her first bucket of the game, and a big one to cut it to a 4-point, 2-possession game in favor of Murray County. So this one is by far but in the books. 35 seconds on the shot clock, 40 seconds on the game clock. Murray County will send it cross court. Ball is nearly stolen away by Morgan Wood, but a foul's going to be charged as she reached in. So the foul is on Wood. Free throws coming up here by Murray County. Going to the free throw line is going to be Kirsten Hickson, who's already made she's made 5 in a row in this game. She's 5 of 6 from the stripes, made 2 in overtime. So Hickson at the free throw line makes the first one and gets ready for the second. That one stings. Murray 54, Model 49, 34.6 seconds left on the clock. Coach Tipton's going to send everybody back but the shooter here for Murray County. Shot's going to be through. Another biggie there. So the score moves to 55-49, 28 ticks on the clock. There's a little floater off the glass. It won't go. 25 seconds on the clock. Murray County gets the rebound, and they will pass it across the court. And another foul's going to be charged against Model. They're going to get Wood with this one, and that'll send Hickson back to the stripe where she's been dynamite in this basketball game. So the score is a 6-point lead for Murray County with 2 more shots coming from the charity stripe. Murray 55, Model 49 shot on the way. It's through. She'll get ready for her second. Now it's 56-49. I think it's safe to say this one's going to be out of reach at this point. Next shot on the way. Hickson knocks that one through. Big-time free throw shooting here late in the game for Murray County in the overtime period, and that's a big storyline of the game. Morgan Wood picks it up off the floor, trying to preserve as much clock as possible as they rolled it to her. There is Burkhalter for 3 off the back of the glass. Won't go. There's Morgan Wood with the putback. That one won't fall. Another rebound. Putback attempt from Eva Pointer. That one won't fall, but she's going to the charity stripe. Eva with 3 points in the ball game. 8.8 seconds left on the clock, and 2 free throws coming up for Pointer. So Pointer at the stripe, getting ready to shoot 2. Score is 57-49 in favor of Murray County. Shot is on the way, and that one is going to carry them off the rim. She'll get ready for her second free throw of the pair here in overtime. 8.8 seconds left on the clock. Pointer getting ready for the next free throw. Shot on the way, and that one is going to rattle off the rim. Ball is loose on the floor, picked up by Murray County. 6 seconds on the clock. They work around a little pressure. Open shot underneath, and that is going to be the icing on the cake there for Murray County as time expires. Lau with the bucket, and your final score, Murray County 59 over Models 49 in overtime. Again, Murray County 59-49 over Model in overtime, but what a great effort and comeback there by Model to push this thing to overtime. Unfortunately came up short in this game as Murray County pulls away from the charity stripe there in the overtime period. Well, that's going to put a wrap on this game. We're going to go ahead and send it back to the studio for a 3-minute timeout. We'll total up the book. We'll come back and relay the totals for you from our first game. But again, the result is a loss there for Model, but a hard-fought game. It went to overtime. Model loses 59-49. We're back in 3 minutes. Welcome back in, everybody, to the live stream and also radio coverage of Model Basketball presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales here on WLAQ and again the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. And we're going to go ahead and recap the scoring from just a heartbreaking loss from Model there in the girls' game. Game that went to overtime. It was tied at 43 apiece. And then you would have Murray County outscore Model, I believe, 13-6 there in the overtime period to win the game by 10, 59-49. Had some really good free throw shooting there at the end of the game from Kirsten Hickson, who knocked down 6 in a row, and then 3 of 4 from the line in overtime from Maddie Knuckles. They had a great night in terms of free throw shooting, and that was one of the big differences in the basketball game. But again, your final score 59-49. Here is the scoring. We're going to start with the Model Lady Blue Devils. They would get 7 points from Briley Sims, 15 points from Rachel Burkhalter, who was the leading scorer for Model and tied the leading scorer of the game. 3 points from Morgan Woods, 6 points from August Betts, 3 for Eva Pointer, 8 points from Javia Samples, 7 points for Sadie Rotten. Meanwhile, for the Murray County Lady Indians, they would have 3 points for Callan Ledford, 4 points for Kara Lau. You would have 1 point for Skylar Mahoney, 9 points for Ella Dotson, 1 point for Emma Blaylock, 11 points for Kirsten Hickson, and 15 apiece for Maddie Knuckles and also Bailey Winkler. And that should all add up to their 59 points and then Model's 49 points. So that's going to put a wrap on our broadcast here for the girls' game. What we're going to do now is send it back to the studio for a 3-minute timeout, and we're going to begin to get you set here for boys action, and it's going to be the Model Blue Devils and the Murray County Indians coming up next here on WLAQ and the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. We're back in 3 minutes.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of this year's live stream: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialist. We would also like to acknowledge those who have made contributions to support this year's live stream. If you would like to support live streaming Blue Devil basketball, please consider making a donation by scanning the QR code that's on your screen now. Or if you're a business and would like to advertise with Northwest Georgia Media, or if you would just like information on our company, please send an email to info@nwgeorgiamedia.com. Thank you for your support.